Good morning. I'm Kathy, growing in Glory's garden. Today in Glory's garden, what I'm out here doing is looking the garden over and trying to come up with a new layout because I need to make room for all of my fruit trees. So that extra space that I was talking about in one of my last videos, all this extra space, I'm going to try to see what can I do with it to rearrange things to make room for the fruit orchard, the citrus grove, the grapevine vineyard, trying to make room for everything that's here, everything that's kind of crowded, the papaya tree that's getting taller, the two dwarf mulberries that's growing so tall, my 4 blueberry trees, peachy patch, trying to make room for these things, especially this area here with the orchard grove, with the citrus grove, the whole orchard area all together. Trying to rearrange. As you can see, everything's practically on top of each other. It's a blueberry bush right here. You can barely see it because the mulberry bush has taken off. And its leaves. And the papaya is stuck in the middle. I kind of moved it. So I'm trying to make room for this area. I don't know if you could kind of really tell in this video like I can in person, but it is so crowded. I moved the papaya tree here because I felt like it could grow a little taller and the leaves wouldn't be bumping into the mulberry bushes. But it is, so I need to think of a way to stretch everything out, to space everything out. So that's what we're working on. This is a blueberry plant that's starting to grow. It's another blueberry plant that's here that the mulberry bush is growing into because it wants to spread its wings, and it's pushing over the blueberry plant. And this one is growing up. This is the top of the blueberry plant. These blueberry plants are really growing, but they're not producing any fruit, but they're getting nice leaves or whatever. So I'm looking at it thinking maybe next year we'll get some. This blueberry plant here is doing the same thing it did last year, but this year this flower is taking over. So I'm going to have to move the flower. I don't think I'm going to move the blueberry plant, but I think I'm going to move the flower into another little pot or something. Then you always have your weeds. This is a weed. And it's growing. So you know you got good soil. But that's what we're doing today in Glory's garden, coming up with a new layout. I thought I had something in mind. I tried it out yesterday. I didn't like it that much. So I'm thinking of something else. Yeah. I had something in mind after I came home from work yesterday before I picked those grapes. I tried it out with just one item that I was thinking about moving. I didn't like the way it looked, and I need it to be very leveled, and that's something that the ground is not. I can level it with the pavers and, put a little something under it, but I do not want the pavers up off the ground anymore because of the snakes. I do not want the pavers up off the ground because I do not want to have to deal with a snake if a snake get back out here, and I'm pretty sure it can, even though we put down some snake away. I'm pretty sure a snake still probably could crawl, and if it hears us coming or anything, it could easily crawl up under one of the pavers, and I don't want that. I don't want it to have no place to hide if it decides to come and crawl through this garden again. So I thought about putting mulch underneath the blocks as well, underneath the pavers to make them level off. Because with the cloth down, I don't have to worry about the mulch breaking down into the dirt if I use that idea. So this is what I'm doing today out here this morning. I'll get back in touch with you guys. I'll come back on in this video. If I come up with an idea, I'll try it out, and then I'll show you all what I came up with. I just came back on so y'all could get a kind of see what I'm doing, kind of envision my idea of where I'm going with making more room on the patio for the fruit trees. Like with this yellow green stalk tower, that's the lemon one. I'm trying to move them into all that extra space that I did have. So I went out and I had to get some pavers for them because my ground is not level, but I got some pavers. I was able to wedge them a little bit so everything will be leveled. I'm gonna take the wheels off the spinners because I won't be, rolling them around. I'm a bit out of breath because I've been moving pavers and unstacking towers and stuff. I started with these two, the lemon green stalk tower and the blueberry green stalk tower, because they just have soil in it. I haven't watered them, so they're very light. So I started with these two since they're already empty. I don't have any plants in them yet. So, but I do have plants that I am going to put in them, and also seeds that I'm going to drop in them. But I'm taking the wheels off the spinner because I'm not going to need it to wheel around, but I will need it to spin around. So it'll still turn without the wheels on it. The wheels are just for rolling. The spinner spins by itself. And you don't need the wheels on it to spin it. And then I'll still keep the drain on, making sure I point the drain backwards so it'll just flow off. But that's what I'm doing right now in Glory's garden, trying to rearrange stuff to make room for the fruit trees by moving the green stalk towers and things like that. So that's where I'm at now. I'll come back on and let you guys see. The further I get, I'll let you all see how everything is going. Okay, now I'm on my third green stalk tower working with the raspberry over here. It has some peppers in it, some basil and stuff like that in it. So I'm also going to be going through pulling out old leaves and taking old leaves off. Go ahead on and refreshing the pots while I have them down. That's where I'm at now, working with this raspberry. And as you can see, I have the blueberry green stalk tower already moved, set up. Everything is leveled. Everything is leveled out, and so the water can flow evenly. That's the main thing with green stalk towers, making sure that they are leveled and that the water flow, and the water flow can come through easily, and that the water can child, I'm tired. The water can be evened out throughout each pot. That's what I'm trying to say, child. I'm tired out here working and moving. Head all crooked, but that's okay. It's the garden, and I'm loving every bit of it, redesigning and rehoming and some things out here. But that's the main thing with green stalk towers. You want them leveled. The water has to flow through them evenly, so each pot could be watered properly. You could start from the top, or you could water each pocket. And I choose to water each pocket because even though you could put your water hose and just let it flow from the top, I like to be sure that each pocket is getting water. These two, like I said before, don't have anything in it, but that raspberry one does. And I got to put it up here, make sure it's level. I'm picking off yellow leaves from it, refreshing it. I have some cayenne pepper that's coming in on it. I also had some snails, some big snails in shells, and I took them and tossed them. So that's where we're at now, moving another green stalk tower, getting it leveled up. Okay, I'm back. I made a request with my husband to come and cut some of the branches down that's blocking all the sun, and that's what he's doing now before I put my green stalk towers in that area. He's just taking some of the shade away because it's so shady, and it blocks the sun, it blocks the rain from falling in that area on those plants. Like the corn is right down there. Those pots are so dry for us to be having all the rain that we have, versus how the okra plants are. They're still moist and the soil is still damp. So he's just cutting some of the branches away so some sun could come through, and when it rained, the rain could come through. And right here, I moved all the pots over here. I pulled everything up And behind here is going to be, going in the back, it's going to be 2 or 3 towers here. And down here, Pepper Place will move forward. I'm getting ready to roll that forward like I did these other ones. I'm getting ready to do that. Everything this way will move forward. Cucumber corner, of course, will stay right here because it's on this trellis. And I have 2, even though one vine has died, it's still 2 cucumbers hooked to the other vine that's still growing. So that's going to stay there. And I'll come over here to eggplant point and pull those forward as well. So that's where we're at right now. Good morning. Back out in the garden this morning to finish up the project that I started yesterday, which was pulling all of the plants forward and placing the green stalk towers behind the plants to make more space on my patio for all the fruit trees. So I have all the green stalk towers over here. I was able to get everything up, leveled off, and I really know if they leveled for sure if one topple over during some of this high wind storms that we've been having. But right now, I got everything in place like I wanted. I couldn't put these closer together, one, because the cucumber corner is still right there, but I have something to go right there too as well. But it's a root there. And what I'm going to do is take some of my little box planters. I don't know if you can see. Like those back there, I have 4 of those. Those are supposed to be for my daughter, but she haven't moved them yet. So they probably get some flowers or something growing in them. But I'm going to sit 2 of them right here. I'll sit 1 here. And I'm going to put some more flowers in it. I still have some of those flowers that I got from Lowe's for, I think $1 or $2 or something. It's been a minute since I have them. But yeah, that's what we have going on. So I completed that yesterday. The garden is still being turned around. It's upside down. It's looking a little wild to me. But this is a whole different day. This is the next day. This is Tuesday. Tuesday morning. This is a very busy day. Yesterday was a very busy day. But I managed to squeeze some garden time in. And I'm stacking these stackables, these green stalk towers, because I had to get the wheels off the bottom. I have wheels laying everywhere out here. I'm going to pile them up and put them away. I still have the container, the little bag that they came in. Each set came with its own bag. So I have some wheels stowed down there. More wheels under there, which is where I sat most of the time pulling all the wheels off. But we're going to be moving these trees. Going to be moving all these fruit trees to make space. The main place I'm concerned about spacing out is over here. I think the citrus grove is pretty good, but these berry trees, they're growing taller than what I thought they would, and I want them to be able to grow. This is my first year having them, so I really don't want to prune them. I want to see how tall they're going to get, and if I need to cut them back during the wintertime, I will. As you can see, this is the mulberry, the dwarf mulberry up here. And then we have the papaya tree. It's steadily growing. And I want it to have space to grow. I want it to be able to grow in the openness. So it'll probably be the main thing that stays on this side because this is the most open. And then around it is 4 blueberry trees. And then I have my pretty rose that needs to be pruned right now. And I could also be able to, this grape tree may look like it's a ground thing, but it's in a bucket. And the trellis that it's on is stuck inside of the pot. So all of this is easy to move. These 2 blackberry bushes is easy to move if I need to like push them down so the grape tree can have its way. And I can always put another pole in the ground so the grapes can have a longer trellis. But this is as far as it trailed this year. So, but who knows what it would do next season. And like I said, I wanted this whole area to be the grapevine. And my grapevine, and this will be my little vineyard right here on my patio. And of course I have this big water barrel here, which is so convenient being right here. But yeah, that's what's going on this morning. I'll come back and let you all see anything else that I'm doing. But for right now, I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to show you all what the ideas that I came up with. And I do have one more green stalk tower coming. And it's going to sit right here. And of course, I have one on my front porch, the lilac that's full of flowers. But I have the lemonberry, the blueberry, the razzleberry, the stone, and then the blackish. I'm not sure what the black one name is called. I just call it the black one. I'm not sure. All of their things have names. They don't go by the color. So I'm pretty sure that's probably called something else. The black one is probably called something else. But as you can see, it gave me a lot of space. Now you can see the ginger shampoo from the patio. I was taking you all around this way outside to see the ginger shampoo. But now you can see the ginger shampoo from the actual patio. It probably won't stay empty here. I'm pretty sure it's not, because we have our grill that we haven't even pulled out of the shed yet. But one thing that's coming, I got my first ginger shampoo bulb that's coming, and it's right here. That's going to be pretty and pink. That's the first one that I've seen out this way so far. But it's going to be pretty and pink. It's such a pretty fuchsia color, orangey, pinkish color. But just to show you how tall it's gotten. And this is the tallest it has ever been. And like I said, I think it was all of the fertilizer coming from the green stalk towers when I would fertilize them has made this thing grow. Because I'm telling you, I never did anything to the ginger shampoo area. It's just all nature, whatever it gets from the ground and whatever the rain God sends, that's what. And it has always grown beautifully. Always have grown beautifully. And I'm seeing some more bulbs coming up now. Like right here is a small one. And that's how they come. They shoot up, almost kind of remind you of asparagus shooting up from the ground. But that's how they do. I'm pretty sure there's plenty probably in there. Ooh, a spider web. And mixed in here is an azalea bush that just comes on its own. I cut it down every year and it comes back every year. I mean, I cut it down, but I'm not digging it up by the root. It's been down there for years. It had its own spot right there when my dad was alive. It was an azalea bush there, and then he planted this ginger shampoo, which the roots of it is just like real ginger. It spreads. I don't forgot what you call those little bulbs, but it spreads. And the root of it, I dug some up to give to somebody, and the root of it looks just like ginger. Okay, well, that's it for this video. We're going to be working in these areas. I pulled up whatever was in there, so I'll be using that for something else. But that's it. Just wanted to give you a look around what we're working on over here in Glory's Garden. I don't want this video to be super long. It's already too long now. But we're back out here early this morning to water, to fertilize, to organize. I'm giving myself maybe 3 hours out here. The kids are still asleep. We have appointments today. And so we're going to be finishing up with this garden because we have other stuff to do today. But I need to get that fertilizing done and get the watering done. And then we'll rearrange what we can and go back inside before it gets steamy hot. And that'll be that for today. All right, thank you all so much for watching this short video, seeing what we're up to over here in Glory's Garden. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. And if you're a subscriber and you keep coming back time and time again, giving me your support, giving me your advice, I appreciate you so much. Thank you. And that'll be all, guys. I'll see you all on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we post a video over here in Glory's Garden. Thank you. See you on the next one.